Shalom, Yashala. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Yashala. Call Haloim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Harakah Kwadash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwathium that's keeping the faith in the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts, man. More precepts. Let me see. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, and verse 16. It says, He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, right? And he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want, right? Because at the end of the day, you got to get that back, right? It's something that's going on in my city, man. Something that's going on in my city that is really common sense as it pertains to like the people that's in this situation, but they listen to the damn devil and made a bad decision, man. Like real talk, it's common sense if you're dealing with a big company and I mean a major company such as the one on the screen, and you don't have a union, man, they gonna slave you, dude. I'm talking about you will have zero representation as it pertains to any situation that might involve you, whether or not it was intentional or not, in um in the individual's name, right? Whether that person was involved in it or not, they gonna slave you, man. If they want to fire you for something, it's so easy to do. Check this out. According to Alabama's work laws, as it pertains to firing an employee, it says in Alabama, as in other states, employees work at will. It says an employee can be fired at any time and for any reason or for no reason at all, as long as the reason isn't illegal. That's by law. All right? Look, let me see. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94. Let me see. In verse 20, it says, Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? That's what the wicked do. The wicked frame mischief by law, right? Something that holds you down without an individual being present to do so, right? Whatever the laws tell you can or cannot do, those are your boundaries as it pertains to the place that you stand in, whatever part of the country and whatever region of the earth you are in. Those are the things that keep you in check in that place. The laws of the land. All right, so let me let this video play, man.
For a few months now, all eyes have been on the Amazon warehouse here in Bessemer, Alabama, to see if it would be the first in the country to unionize after allegations of mistreatment of workers. But on Friday, they got their answer. There are a few hundred contested votes, but the official numbers show that among the workers who voted, a majority said no to unionizing. The union says there's a reason for that.
I think with a lot of the people who voted no, they were sad too, because they were saddened that they had voted no before they had an opportunity to get more information about the union. They had no idea about the union, and with the information that Amazon had given them, they rushed and voted no, but when they tried to get their ballots back, the labor board said no.
That's been sort of a sticking point in this election. The allegation that Amazon essentially pressured workers to vote no before they even knew what the union was offering. Workers continually received text messages and mailers telling them that a union was a bad idea. Amazon also had employees attend classes during work hours, where they were given anti-union messaging. That's all technically legal, but the union is saying that Amazon crossed the line by, among other things, giving employees misleading information. Like in this text message sent to workers, which implied that employees would have to pay dues, even though that's not true in the state of Alabama.
It's illegal to intimidate and coerce employees, right, out of joining a union. You can't threaten loss of benefits. You can't threaten the futility of bargaining, which basically says, you're not going to really get anything anyways. Even if you unionize, we're not going to bargain with you. You can't threaten people to lose their job, right? And so throughout the 7-week period, Amazon did a lot of that.
Amazon has denied intimidating voters and says they didn't break the law. The union says they did, and they filed a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board to get the results thrown out. But there's no guarantee that'll work.
What if this challenge that you're putting up right now to the NLRB, they find no fault, and they say, you know what? No harm, no foul.
Sure.
Nothing bad happened.
Sure.
What do you do then?
Ultimately, whether the board were to say that they overstepped lines or not, you can always file another petition in 1 year. And so we could have this exact same fight next year. And so,
You gonna do it again next year if you have to?
if workers want a union, we're going to get them a union.
But on the other hand, there are outspoken Amazon employees who said they never want a union. One of them is J.C. Thompson.
Guess what JC do? The dude that say he don't want no union. All right. Now, unions work like this, man. If you're not in the union, none of that pertains to you. You will go through the same motions that you would as though there were no union involved at your job at all. As far as your pay go, as far as your work days go, your off days go, nothing will change with you. The only thing that will change will be to the persons involved in the union. There's facts, man. I know that firsthand because I was involved in the union before. I understand how it goes. Y'all just got talked out of security for real. But scripture tells you, Psalm 62:10, trust not in oppression. Well, Salah. Well, yeah. Psalm 62:10, trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Stop worrying about these folks talking about, well, if the union come and they gonna tap into your pockets and all that, man. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. if and one of y'all are watching this video, you hearing my voice, man, go get some backing, man. Get you a damn union in there. And unless you cool with slavery, go get you a union, man. All right? But check who don't want the union up.
He's a supervisor who manages around 60 workers on the warehouse floor. He's been vocal about his support for Amazon, and he even appeared in an official press conference last week. He also happens to be a pastor at a church in Tuscaloosa.
If I'm anointed in this place, I ought to be anointed at Amazon. If I'm anointed in this place, I ought to be anointed in public wherever I am. We're doing this because we are passionate and we believe in Amazon. It's not about how much money Jeff Bezos has. He started a company and it became successful. My thing is, I want a piece of the rock. And I think I have a piece of the rock working here, and I'm trying to work my way up. My desire is to run a plant. I want to be a general manager. That's what I want to do. So I'm setting myself up in a way. I have goals. I have ambitions. And that's what I want to do.
Is there a line Amazon could cross that would make...
See that, man? You see that? All right, my boy said, I want to own the plant. What they got to do with the union, bro? That boy said Jeff Bezos, he basically like he paid, and I want to be paid too. This is a pastor, man. Pastor like, man, bump these folks talking about, right? Cause these niggas just want to stay low level. That's why they want a union for real. I'm trying to move up. So if Amazon don't want no union in here, I don't want no union in here because I want that money. That's basically what this coon nigga just said. Pastor Pochop, Pastor JC. Pastor JC. Right? Now, I've never met this individual. Most High willing, the Most High touch that man's mind and have him understand that it's us or else. But if not, man, hey, it is what it is, and that's all it can be. This is the book of 1 Timothy. Let me see. First chapter 3, verse 8. Yeah. This is 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 8. It says, likewise must the deacons be grave, meaning serious. It says, not double tongued, meaning mean what you say what you mean. Not giving too much wine, right? Keep it sober. It says, not greedy of filthy lucre. That's money. That's dirty money, in fact. Dirty money. You know your people getting slaved, bro. You the one who come tell them to do whatever it is they gonna do. You a supervisor, bro. I know you be going to the meetings and all that good stuff. And they bring your people up. You know they do. Right? Alright. Let me let this play a little bit longer.
You say, you know what, that's it. The line that Amazon crossed is those 800 people or those people that were on the front line. If they are not treated like I'm treated, then that will be the end of the road for me.
So I had to let that play. So if Buddy saw it, he won't be like, well, you see, they cut it off right there. But at the end of the day, bro, you just contradicted yourself. Because these folk want a union. What the hell do you mean if they don't treat them like they treat you? Them getting a union is the only way they're going to get treated like they treat you. Man, my people. Said my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man.
They got to be treated fairly.
Absolutely
Do you have the power
true.
to make that happen? Do you have the power to make sure that they're protected?
I think I have the influence.
Past Poach, I said I got the influence. Now, when you go to jobs like that, and you go to orientation and all that stuff at first, they talk to you, you know what I mean, so smooth, so sweet, and like butter, like scripts say. Right, they talk that butter to you, you know, family, we, us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can put, you know, money here and money there, and then we'll do this and that. But mess around and come to that place late too much. Right, bump what you got going on at the crib. Your car can be down. Only car you got. They know you living paycheck to paycheck. Them folk could give two dams about any of that. These are facts. This the world we living in, man. Bump all this commercial stuff that these folk be talking about. All them smiles and hugs and everybody happy all the goddamn time. That ain't real life. Real life is them folk down there getting it in, man. I'm talking about getting it all the way in. Like a straight up exercise, man, for however long they are. I'm talking about like a real deal fucking boot camp style exercise with your walking and with your to and froing. Broken bodies up in that thing, man, because they getting work. There's a plant, a warehouse, right? Yeah, Amazon warehouse. It's a warehouse. You get down in warehouses and plants. Right? Facts. That's why these people even speaking how they speaking. So check this out, man. Let me see. I went and did some digging. I went and did me some digging, man. And I dug into Esau's laws. And let me see if I can find this. The more you dig into Esau's laws, man, the more you find out he ain't shit. I'm talking about for real. So, this is the Dred Scott case right here. It says, Dred Scott case, the case in which the United States Supreme Court held that descendants of Africans who were imported into this country and sold as slaves were not included nor intended to be included under the word citizens in the Constitution, whether emancipated or not, and remained without rights or privileges except such as those which the government might grant them. So basically, these peoples do not have the same rights as everybody else, according to this case, the Dred Scott case. So this is in a law book. So according to the laws of the land, we at this time, right? Because I know a lot of people, well, that was then, right? At this time, were not considered to have the same rights as the Caucasians, right? I say that, right? So did this change though? Right? Was this overturned? A lot of people don't know this fact. The Dred Scott case was originally won by the Scots. They won the case, man. So basically, when they won their case, it meant once a person was free, they were free. Like, whatever it is, you know what I mean, what that was bounding them from being the best them that they can be during this time, it was off them, and they were absolutely free. They can go get land. They can grow whatever crops they wanted to grow on that land. They can exchange funds with people. You know what I'm saying? Because this is pre, income tax and all that, right? This is when you can go get it on the land, right? But after 28 years, man, after 28 years of that case being won by the Scots, they overturned the decision. All right. They overturned the decision, man. So it went right back to what we're reading right now. And it was never overturned since then. Even to this day. Man, the Most High exposing these niggas, man. Esau is the devil. Facts. 2 Thessalonians, man. Matter of fact, let me get that right quick. It's the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2. And I start at 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. Speaking about the end time. Like the end time, right? It says, except there come a falling away first. That happened with us. That happened with us. Right? Psalm 83. It says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Esau, you are exposed, man. The son of destruction, man. You the devil. You can smile all day, man. You can play that kind all day. None of that matters, man. You are the damn devil. This is facts. And you got us in hell and you know that. All right, but let's go further into this nigga law books, man. Go further into this nigga law books. Let's look up the definition of persons according to a Black's Law Dictionary. Right? It says persons are divided by law into natural and artificial. Natural persons are such as the God of nature formed us with a capital G. It says artificial are such as are created and devised by human laws for the purposes of society and government, which are called corporations or bodies politic. All right. Now I have Black's Law Dictionary. I'm not just reading the. I'm not just gonna read a meme. I'm gonna actually go into the book I got. It's not the best edition. I plan on getting a better one, but this is Black's Law Dictionary second pocket edition, which is based off of the 7th edition of Black's Law Dictionary. The better editions are the 1st through the 5th. All right, but let me see the definition of persons in this book. Let's see. Okay, it says person, a human being, an entity such as a corporation that is recognized by law as having the rights and duties of a human being. It says the living body of a human being, right? Then it goes into like specific identifiers of a person, right? So the first one is artificial person, like we just read in the meme. So it's artificial person, an entity such as a corporation created by law and given certain legal rights and duties of a human being. A being, real or imaginary, who, for the purpose of legal reasoning, is treated more or less as a human being. Right? So, a being, like a person, whether that person is real or imaginary, that is made up for the purpose of legal reasoning, and that person is treated more or less as a human being. That's an artificial person. A natural person is a human being as distinguished from an artificial person created by law. So the opposite of the artificial person, which was created by law, is a natural person. All right, I'm gonna try to slow down so you can get this, man. This is extremely deep. All right, have patience with me, man. Patience is a virtue. All right. So we got the definition of a person is two types: artificial and natural. Now, let's see what kind we are. All right. Let's see. Let me try to find this right quick. This is out of the Black's Law Dictionary. I believe the 4th or 5th edition. All right. The definition of colored. All right. So it's going into who we used to be called colored. But, you know, the name got changed from colored to Negro to Afro-American to, you know, black, African American. All of these are made up terms. These are made up terms to define us as persons. All right, colored. By common usage in America, this term in such phrases as colored persons or black people or African Americans says the colored race, colored men, and the like is used to designate Negroes or persons of the African race, including all persons of mixed blood descended from Negro ancestry, meaning your daddy is a Negro. Says, but where a state constitution provided for separate schools for the white and colored races, the term white race was held to be limited to the Caucasian race. All right, Edomites, cave dwellers, right? says, and the term colored races to embrace all other races. Check this part out. It has also been held that there is no legal technical signification to the phrase colored person, which the courts are bound judicially to know. The courts don't have to even see you or recognize you as an individual at all in cases. That's why when you go to court and they say a jury of your peers, it's not your peers. It's people that they choose for you. Y'all need to understand these laws that we living in, man. We are literally in slavery. That's what script says. Deuteronomy 28:6-8, man. It's just a mental thing now. That's why they emancipated us. That's why they threw that big word emancipate to us in the first place. Man, we got a big word attached to us, man. We's free. Nah, we not, man. We really not. Right? And they show us all the time. All the time, man. Now, last but not least, this is Black's Law Dictionary definition of the word nation. All right? This is why them reparations that we keep hearing about, this is why we ain't got them. This is why we probably ain't going to get them. And if they ever do give us some form of reparation, it will not be what we are really owed based upon what we did. If I build a car, you make me build a car, right? By force, by kidnapping me, putting chains around my neck. I build a car, you drive the car, right? You say you want to give me reparations. I want the car because I made that. If you want to pay me back for I know that's extreme word, but you see what I'm saying? Yeah, give me the car. I want it all. I want the car. I want how much. I want the labor. I want all that. Right? If they really were to give us reparations. Right? It says a people or aggregation of men existing in the form of an organized jural society inhabiting a distinct portion of the earth, speaking the same language, using the same customs, possessing historic continuity. Historic continuity. Throughout history, when does African Americans start? When does Negro start? When does nigger start? When does black start? When does Afro American start? When do all these terms pertaining to us being a nation, when do they start by us being in the West? What were we called before we were in the West? See what I'm saying? Remember what we read, man? Off the jump. What this devil do? Create mischief by law. Right? This dirt bucket devil, man, that our people to this day still put their trust in, still love. No matter what this devil do to them, they always come back to him with open arms. Not understanding you literally inviting your mortal enemy into your household with all your defenses down. You don't even see this. You don't even see the devil right in your face, man. That's crazy. All right. Let me see. Going to the book. Oh, snap. Hold up. Before I go into the book, this term possessing historic continuity, right? Continuity means quality of something that doesn't stop or change, right? So if we were to come to America claiming who we really are and it never would have stopped, then we would have grounds to do something as it pertains to their law in their country. But by us not even understanding that fact that we need to know who we are, that's the whole point of all of this, man. Come back to who you are. And I'm gonna get to that. Right? I'm gonna get to it. Now let's get into the script. Let's see. Go to the book of Psalm, chapter 64, verse 2. Right there. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. It says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Right? That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Why do they fear not? Because we've been so far gone from our Father, man. In fact, we've been so far gone from our Father. These devils really do believe that the Most High is on their side. That's how far gone we've been from our Father. Let's see. Salak. Here's that. Don't worry about it. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna read the verse 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Right? They're like, we can do what we want to do. Right? Who's fighting for them? We've been doing them how we want to do them for the longest. Obviously, ain't nothing gonna happen to us. That's how they feel in their mind. All right? But let's see. Go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 12. It says, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, says, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach, ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. So, to them Jakes, they're steadily trusting in oppression, fully understanding that this devil is your enemy and they showing you, I mean, the Most High gonna let that levee break on you and you gonna feel the full wrath of your enemy. He gonna show you who they are. I don't know why people think that the enemy want to take you along in they riches and rulership of the world. No, they don't, man. How many more times and how many more ways do they have to show this? All right? But so I'm gonna end with this, man. I ain't mean for this to be so long, but hey, call hello on your how about Shim y'all shot. Let me see. This is the book of First Kings, chapter 8 and verse 44. It says, if thy people, well, no, this ain't what I'm looking for. Hold up. I'm looking for 47. Salah. It says, yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives. Bethink yourself. Come back to you, man. Stop calling yourself Negro. Stop calling yourself black. If I'm saying Negro, obviously I ain't talking to young heads, right? This message is not just for the youth. It's for all of us. All of us, man. If all of us come back to who we really are, humble down, understand you've been lied to your whole life, right? Find out what you should be doing and do it. But I'm going to let scripture speak, right? It says, yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives, and repent, and make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives, saying, we have sinned and have done perversely, we have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee with all their heart and with all their soul, and the land of their enemies, which led them away captive, and pray unto thee toward their land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name, then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause. That word maintain their cause means bring justice. Right? But at the end of the day, whether you righteous or not, we living in hell, man. This is hell. Right? It ain't nothing but one way out this thing, man. Well, two ways. I'll say that. Two ways based off of one road. Let's see. This is the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of power. Got to go through this hell, man. All right, one way or the other. Either you're gonna get to the kingdom through death by pain, or you're gonna get into the kingdom the righteous way. Either 1/3 way or 2/3 way. 1/3 and 144, same road, different levels. 2/3 different road, but same outcome. Hey man, the Most High beautiful like that. If you got an ear to hear, you hear me. If you got an eye to see, of course you can see me. Right? But I'm gonna end it there, man. Most High willing, these precepts in this video was edifying. Hey man, you folk out there in Beltsman, man, dealing with Amazon, get you a union, man. Stop being foolish, man. Stop letting them folk play you, man. Get you a union. You know what I mean? The folks working in jobs that wish they had a union, and you dummies turning it down. Man, get your mind right, man. Shake the cobwebs off. Get a union, man. All right, so Shalom, Yasha Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakah Kwadash. Shalom.